Hello there everyone, my name is Mathew McKenna and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to a song that has been recently released, I believe, by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. Now I know that Ed Sheeran has written for Justin Bieber in the past, so they have some level of like professional relationship, maybe a friendship, who knows. And I don't remember exactly what song it was that was written by Ed for Justin, but I remember that I liked it. And to be honest, I've not minded Justin's songs recently. I've listened to some on this channel, and Ed Sheeran, I'm a sucker for Ed Sheeran, I do love him. Although to be honest, I wasn't as big a fan of Divide, but I am so excited to listen to this song. I feel like it's gonna be fun, I feel like it's gonna be a bit dumb, and that just sounds great to me right now. Before we start though, if you are new here, make sure you click subscribe and enable notifications so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Alright, let's jump into it. That's some not great green screening, but I'm guessing they don't care.
Nobody's even looking me in my eye.
Professional video editing.
Don't think I fit in at this party.
I mean, come on, if Ed Sheeran walked in like that and was singing at a party, I don't think anyone would question it. They'd just be like, cool, glad he's here.
'Cause I don't care
Beautiful tracksuit.
when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear.
Oh, it's like, I don't care when I'm with the person I love. I see. That's cute.
'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near.
It's really cute, like the idea of all of the bad things that have happened to you in your life, or like those times where you just sit there and cringe at things you've done. Doesn't matter when you're with the person you love. That dancing bear is gonna haunt me.
We at a party we don't wanna be at. Trying to talk but we can hear ourselves.
I was curious if their voices would be like too different to work, but it really meshes well. I'm keen for them to maybe like sing a chorus together.
Don't think we fit in at this party.
There's a bit more auto-tune on Justin's voice than I'm used to hearing. I don't mind it, I know it's a stylistic choice, but usually he's a bit more clean with his vocals.
You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody.
Oh, you're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. That's cute.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near.
This had to be like one of the best things in the world to film, right?
Somebody.
What, like, I understand why, but at the same time, why?
I don't like nobody, but it's like you're the only one here.
Why is he in like an ice cream cone? I'm not entirely sure what's going on there.
I don't like nobody.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
This has just made me love them both even more.
When I'm with my baby, yeah.
This is one of the greatest music videos of all time. I'm not gonna lie. That was a thing. One thing of several, actually, that confused me about that is how can something be simultaneously the weirdest thing that I've watched in a while, but also the best thing that I've watched in a while? I feel like I've mentioned before that, like, I like meaning in my songs. I like songs that sing very deeply about a topic. But with that said, it doesn't mean I like dislike songs that are just kind of a bit silly. And when I hear songs that are kind of silly, I really respect and like it if they like are just unapologetically silly and they are just ridiculous and dumb and just have fun with it, you know? I've mentioned this with a couple of One Direction songs where like it's just kind of a song that's like, I'm just gonna be silly and have fun and that's what we're gonna do, you know? They're not trying to like kid themselves with what the song is, you know? And that song somehow managed to be completely ridiculous, but still have some level of depth to it. Maybe it's to do with the fact that like the ridiculousness was part of the message, I guess. Like everyone tends to think their life is boring or they're not super interesting and that nothing ever happens to them. But I promise you that like if we like crushed down your life into like a highlights reel of just like 10 minutes of the best things that ever happened to you, or the most interesting things, your life would be really cool. And there's all these things that happen to you that you don't think are amazing, but just like are, you know? And they happen far more regularly than you'd think. And I'm not really necessarily referring to like, oh, amazing stories where you're a hero and do amazing cool things. That time you jumped into a burning building and rescued a bag of kittens, took them out and then single-handedly resuscitated them all one by one, and they all lived. And then someone came along and said, oh my gosh, you're amazing, we're gonna give you $100,000, and you said, oh wow, and then you immediately gave it away to an orphanage, and the orphanages, they were like, oh my god, this person's a hero, let's name a wing after him, and then they grew up, and then they became your fans. That's a situation that all of us are familiar with, you know? I mean, I've been through it, you've been through it, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is there's a lot of like really not bad stuff that happens, but just like awkward things that make good stories, but you'd never want to tell because they make you seem a bit silly. And I think people lose sight of like how interesting and humanizing those moments are. But what's really cool about hearing a song like this is that like it owns those moments, you know? Justin and Ed aren't trying to pretend that like this stuff never happens to them, because it does. It happens to everyone. But it seems their point is like, hey, like this happens to everyone and it sucks and it's dumb, but also like it doesn't matter, you know? And I think especially like taking it in the context of the song, it doesn't matter because like the opinions you should concern yourself with are the ones that matter to you. So this whole idea of like, hey, all this dumb stuff happens, I embarrass myself regularly because everyone does, I feel awkward, I feel embarrassed, I feel terrible, but that doesn't really matter, because what does matter is the fact that you care for me. And to me, that's just really focusing on the positive. So yeah, let me know if you agree with what I just said about that. I feel like that's the meaning they were going for. And even if it's not, I think it's a good meaning to extract from that and to, I guess, think about and carry with you for a bit. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to click that like button. And as always, have an awesome time until I see you next. See ya.